FBI field office. As always, the men and women of the FBI remain committed to protecting the American people, our democracy, and the integrity of our elections. We are not going to let our guard down. Thank you.
Extraordinary late-night press conference from the top intelligence and law enforcement officials saying that the U.S. government has concluded that Iran is behind threatening emails sent to Democrats, that they are united, that they will not allow this to happen, and essentially issuing a warning to the American people that if you get these types of emails, don't be alarmed, don't spread it. In their words, these types of things are not true. In their words, they are an effort by countries that are hostile to our democracy to try and undermine our democracy before this very important election. I want to bring in CBS's Jeff Pegues. He covers the Justice Department. And Jeff, what did you make while listening to this?
Yeah, I think that, Nora, could have been a commercial because they're talking about foreign influence, but the information that they gave us is really something they could have put in a press release because they weren't offering specifics. While they said that Iran obtained and Russia obtained voter registration info, some of that info, based on my reporting, is available publicly. What they didn't say there, and I think that's important, what they didn't say is whether there was a voter database, for example, that was breached by hackers. That's the big issue for law enforcement, is trying to prevent hackers from a foreign adversary breaching a voter database system or in some other way violating the election system in this country, whether it's at the local or the state level. And so that is what we didn't hear there. Another point that I think is important about what they said there, the DNI mentioning that Iran was disseminating information that was damaging to President Trump. What was not mentioned, and as we reported earlier on the CBS Evening News, was that some of this information in our report, these threatening letters, were threatening people who voted or who wanted to vote for Joe Biden, for example.
And said that they would come after them if they said, you will vote for Trump on Election Day or we will come after you, allegedly coming from the Proud Boys. The question, where did these foreign actors get the emails of these Democratic voters? And while, as you point out, Jeff Pegues, they did not say that there had actually been a breach of election infrastructure. That is key. I had spoken with top election officials within the last several weeks that had told me on background that they believe that Iran has been successful in the penetration of election infrastructure. One of the reasons that Iran wants to get back at the United States is because the United States assassinated their number 3, Qasem Soleimani. They want to get back, and they're obsessed with payback. There's going to be much more on this. My sense is, too, that the FBI, law enforcement, this is just the first of many briefings by them trying to make sure that the public feels calm and secure, that these are safe and secure elections, but that other foreign governments are trying to sow doubt and chaos. We'll continue to cover this on all of our CBS News platforms and on our CBS News Network, our streaming